So, with the first round of the NBA draft in the books, we have two former players that are in the draft that we are going to be talking about and so much more coming right up. So, guys, the first round has ended for the NBA draft, and it went exactly as how the pre-draft the pre-mock draft that has been leading up for the past couple of months, exactly for the 1, 2, 3, and 4 picks as went. It went exactly as accordingly how they were lined up. So for the number 4 pick, you know our guy from the North Carolina Tar Heels, Caleb Wilson, went to the Chicago Bulls. So with this, the mindset that with Caleb Wilson heading to Chicago, like this was a pick that I was expecting. This was a pick that I was overjoyed for because at the end of the day, as I said on my previous video, Caleb Wilson was my number one pick and only choice for the Chicago Bulls and for the number one pick in my draft. In my draft lineup, I did have Caleb Wilson at the top. So at the end of the day, he fell to the Bulls, and I'm very grateful and I'm very thankful. At the same time, we are saying that we are not saying that the Chicago is gonna get good overnight. We know that this is gonna take time. This is gonna take a process. But at the end of the day, the process starts with Caleb Wilson, and with a very versatile, very explosive player like Caleb Wilson, we are looking at the possibility like we can see ourselves moving forward in the right direction. So with this, I'm saying maybe the next 2 to 3 years we can be a regular back again in the playoff. Not in the plane. We don't want to be in any plane tournament. We want to be in the playoffs. So with this guy coming from North Carolina, we see what this guy bring. This guy bring the intensity. This guy bring a winning attitude. You know, his makeup, his motto, everything about him is totally different. So what we are expecting is the fact of the matter is that we are getting another Tar Heel guys, just like we have one before where we get coming in, where Michael Jordan was there bringing us 6 championship to the Bulls. We are expecting and hoping for the same possibility with Caleb Wilson. He said it himself. He come here. He's coming in to win. He's coming in to win championship and to put Bulls back on the map where it belongs. So for a guy who's coming in from the Tar Heels family, from the Tar Heel system, from the Tar Heel program, we know that he's coming in with a lot of pedigree. Anyway, so with Henry Vassar, remember the whole extent of the fact of the matter is that we were expecting Henry Vassar to move up in the draft, accordingly to when people were moving back out of the draft, going back to school. So we were expecting Henry to move up in the draft and get a possibility of a first round pick. With him not getting a possibility of a first round pick, a lot of pundits or a lot of college historians there was saying that the best course for Henry is to come back to school. Because if Henry did come back to school, Henry will easily could be a top 10 pick for next year draft. So with this happening, because I did have two teams. I did have two teams picking up Henry in the first round, and that would be the New York Knicks and the Denver Nuggets. The New York Knicks go with an overseas guy for their pick, which I know I wasn't expecting that one. A lot of picks in the first round surprised me, to tell you the truth. But at the same time, the Denver Nugget pick, I was expecting, if the Knicks didn't pick Henry, I was expecting the Denver supposed to pick him up because Denver is looking for a big man. Denver is looking for a backup big to help out when Joker is on the bench taking a breather. So he could come off the bench as a backup big to help Joker in that stent. Because you know Henry is very versatile. He can shoot it from the perimeter, he can shoot it from the tree, and he can work it in the paint. Very versatile as a big man. So at the same time, I was looking for the Nuggets to pick him up. But what the Nuggets did, the Nuggets trade their pick. The Nuggets trade their pick to who the Nuggets trade their pick to again? Ooh. The Nuggets trade their pick to San Antonio. Yes. The San Antonio pick up the Denver Nuggets pick. And they went with another big man again. I think they went to the big man from Yukon. They went to the Yukon pick. So I'm saying, like, for those two teams not picking up Henry in the first round, because I think the second round, I think the second round the Knicks is coming up. Is the first or the second pick in the second round? I don't know if they're gonna pick up Henry in that pick, but I'm saying we can look forward to see Henry get picked up in the second round. So anyway, guys, I'm just happy that Caleb get picked for the Chicago Bulls, and for Henry for the second round coming up. I just hope his name get a call and he get to be an NBA player. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and you have yourself a good one. Ciao.